My mum was a bit like this too. She was controlling and sometimes...
And hopefully you don't want to be like that.
I swore I wouldn't become like her, but...
It's hard, but there's so many things that you need to just, make your own path. Hello everyone, this is Venus Brown. I am back with the finale, the season finale for Heartstopper Season 3. This episode is called Apart. The title doesn't sound promising, but I'm still hopeful. The description says Nick and the girls go on a road trip to look at unis as he tries to decide whether to stay near Charlie or move away. And Sahara's band plays at a feat. And last week, I remember I didn't know what a feat was. I don't think I had honestly heard it. If I did, I didn't realize. I've heard of other types of feat. But anyway, a celebration. At least now I know that's what they're talking about. And it's funny because right after that, I'm reading a Bridgerton book, and it's one of the things they describe was going to a feat. So at least the second time I've heard it now. I am excited for this last episode for the season. I will be very excited whenever season 4 comes out, but for right now, this is the end of season 3. It is the last episode that we have to react to, so let's get to it.
This is not what I expected to happen today.
Can't believe we waited so long. Do not say it.
Why?
Nick!
Why are we like this?
No.
You don't mind I kept my shirt on, do you?
I loved every second of what just happened.
That's such a small thing. And it gives you the benefit of feeling more comfortable in a situation that is not necessarily the most comfortable thing in the world.
I feel like we're going to have to practice.
Yeah, loads of practice.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Loads of practice.
You think it counts as sex? If it's just touching.
I think it counts.
It's intimacy.
I think sex can be all sorts of things.
Yes.
No, of course I haven't been researching.
Well, I would hope so, because you should be.
Maybe a little bit.
I'm going to look at your internet history.
Absolutely not.
You've been looking at unis.
Yeah, me and the girls were going to go on a little road trip.
Some of these are really far away.
I mean, I thought he talked about how the whole decision-making thing was frustrating last episode.
All your top choices are close by, right?
I'll help you study.
Is that your mum?
Oh, yeah. She said she was going to be home around now.
Oh my god. Right, where are my jeans? Where are they? Bunny! Where are my jeans?
stressed out about it.
Where are they?
I don't know, I think she would be not super bad about it.
Right. She'd probably want to have a sex talk with him.
Yeah.
And hopefully she's had a sex talk with him before. Because... it was frustrating growing up because stuff like that just wasn't really talked about, and when you tried to bring it up to the parents, they would just cut you off until you were too young, and so the only way you're learning anything about it is through school or through other people.
Yeah. And then whenever they
not
did talk about it, it was like this taboo thing where it's like, oh no, it's the talk.
Right. Well, and my parents didn't. Said I was too young, and then they never freaking talked to me about it at all.
You can just tell me you're dating, it's kind of obvious.
And honestly, if they had tried to talk to me, it would have been too late anyway.
You don't know what you're talking about.
You got this.
Okay.
I'll leave you two to talk.
I'm sorry I snapped. I'm always going to worry about you, Charlie. I can't help it. I'm your mum. But I know I can be overbearing. My mum was a bit like this too. She was controlling and sometimes...
And hopefully you don't want to be like that.
I swore I wouldn't become like her, but...
It's hard, but there's so many things that you need to just, make your own path.
You're not like her.
But I can be quick to anger, and that's unfair on you.
Yep, me too. I can be very quick to anger.
And I know that I've been ill, but I just want to live my life like a normal teenager.
And you're sensible, I know you are. I also think that boyfriend sleepovers are a really big step emotionally. If you waited a few more weeks, just till your GCSEs are over. Can that be our compromise?
Okay.
Thank you, Charlie.
I'm sorry I got angry too.
You don't have to be sorry.
We're all humans and we all get emotional. Whether people bury it and hide it or not, they do get emotional. Just if you are burying it and hiding it, then you're more likely to snap later on at something that has nothing to do with what you're upset about. And I don't feel like it's worth taking that risk.
What are you smiling about? It happened, didn't it?
Your exam starts now.
Is that your mum?
So loud lately.
You'll definitely be back for the fete on Saturday.
I'll be there. Don't worry.
Fate, not feet.
Yeah, the pronunciation is different depending on where and when.
Right. I just keep mixing it up with the other fates and feats,
Yep.
which have different
think-
definitions.
The main pronunciations are fate, feet, and fet.
It's literally only 15 minutes away from your house.
Yep.
What are you guys thinking of studying?
Art.
Law or politics? International relations.
Do much art in your spare time? Yeah, haven't lately.
I like her shirt.
Of course you do.
We all live pretty close by. Just stay at home.
I don't want to stay in Truham. I want to go somewhere new.
I need my people around me. What did you like about Ken? That's your top choice, isn't it?
Nice to live at home,
close.
close to Charlie.
What about when Charlie goes to uni the next year?
If he leaves, then you'll still be apart.
That's true.
And maybe you go to a uni that you want to go to with Charlie, and then Charlie can join you. If it works out.
Right.
Girls and boys sharing a room.
Yeah, it's a bit silly though, isn't it? I mean, girls and boys can just be friends.
Yeah.
Yep. And boys can be boyfriends, and girls can be girlfriends. And agenders can be intimate friends, so...
I'm not sure I did like you. Like that.
Okay.
That is okay.
I think I kind of felt pressure to have a boyfriend because I was a cool girl. And that's what cool girls do. I don't think I've ever liked a boy. When I really think of it.
That is a big step she finally made.
I get it.
Who even am I?
We're all trying to figure out that shit like I'm still trying to figure it out. And those that figure it out early, I am so freaking jealous in a way. But honestly, part of life is going through those journeys to try to figure yourself out.
So what do you think?
I think I kind of hate it. I don't want Oxford. I don't want any more academia. I have no idea what I'm going to do with my life.
A gap year is always an option.
That's Darcy's plan. Ever thought about a gap year?
I think I want the uni experience.
You can do a gap year and still get
Yeah.
the uni experience.
I'm sure you and Charlie would think of a few things.
Well,
Tal mentioned you two have been keeping each other.
You're not supposed to be talking to each other about it.
Nicholas, tell us everything.
That stuff is private.
He absolutely does.
No.
No.
So embarrassing.
It's a rite of passage. Important purchases must be made.
Thank you. Thank you. I saw some people making comments on other stuff about them making a big deal about condoms because, oh, well, they're not going to have any freaking other partners to worry about. Like, that's not an excuse not to wear a fucking condom. And then there's a lot of other things you need to worry about. And because you're not likely to be with the same partner your entire life, you need to learn that stuff.
We'll all be there cheering you on.
Oh, where's my hug?
Come here then.
Guys, we have a band practice, so can we...
What's this song even about?
That's personal.
I thought it was about Imogen.
It's personal.
Just because we kissed doesn't mean we found the one, like you.
Definitely about Imogen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's about her. So let's get this show on the road.
3, 4.
And I can't wait to see you tomorrow. I'm gonna need a good luck hug. And then I'm staying over at yours tomorrow night, if you want. I love you. Bye.
So, I'm going to be your tour guide today. My name is Will. What are you thinking of studying?
Maybe sports science. I haven't really decided yet.
He seems a little more comfortable here. He may just be opening up a little bit more to looking at other stuff that's not so close.
Nick plays rugby.
Awesome. Should we go and have a look at the rugby pitch?
Yeah.
Would you be looking to carry on with rugby at uni?
Yeah, definitely.
My partner's actually on one of the teams. Josh!
And I'm glad they have the memorabilia and stuff. They have that on some of the stuff over at the VA clinic over here, and I appreciate it because just everything before has been so much not accepting and welcoming. So it's nice to see that we're finally seeing some of that, the organization opening up a little bit more towards LGBTQ people, because it hasn't felt that way before.
Do you think I'll ever get to the point where I don't have any intrusive thoughts?
Well, it's not impossible.
Probably not, but you could get it to where they're much more at bay.
People in my life who can help me if things get really bad again.
Support is very important.
I think I've realised that even though I love Nick, I need other people. I'm stronger now than ever.
I'm going to write that down and read it back to you when you're feeling crap.
Probably should.
Did you see what you just looked at?
No. What was it?
I'm pretty sure he was looking at how far this is from where Charlie is.
Oh. Okay.
Over 4 hours.
You really like Leeds? More than Kent.
Mm-hmm. Don't let the distance stop
Do you want to talk about it?
It'll hurt Charlie.
Oh, Nick, you're a bit of a people pleaser.
Ow!
No, he needs to hear this.
Yes.
You're always putting everyone else's feelings above your own. I know how you feel about long distance. I'm in the same boat. You have to put yourself first right now.
Charlie will support you, and he just wants you to be happy.
Yep.
I'm afraid of being away from him. I don't know who I am without him.
Maybe it's time to find out.
Mm-hmm. That constant journey of trying to figure out who the fuck we are, where we fit in this extremely non-fitting world sometimes. I like the pink better, but that's my opinion.
I'm ready.
It's actually probably red with white, and it just looks pink, but whatever.
No, it's definitely a little pink.
Hey, Heartstopper flowers.
I'm actually fine about it. I don't need to be with Elle every single second.
Exactly.
To that. Oh.
Hey.
Hey, Michael. I think Tori's with my parents.
She's not. She's avoiding me. I may have posed a question about us being boyfriend and girlfriend.
I assumed you already were.
They're just words we made up to label common experiences. I don't care what society thinks about our relationship.
You're getting
Happy
very upset about something that you feel shouldn't matter.
about it, but now I wish I hadn't said anything.
Do you want me to go and find her?
Sometimes you need to say what you feel, but you need to talk it out to figure out how to find some common ground, help each other understand your perspective and stuff.
Michael's looking for you. Where are we going?
Can see some Nero spicy tendencies there.
What does girlfriend even mean?
You're having a weird amount of trouble with labels for a straight couple.
We're not a couple.
Okay, a couple of friends.
He really likes you.
Yes, I'm aware. I don't ever feel anything.
That's not true.
Except you obviously do.
You feel so much.
Mm-hmm.
Just trapped inside. I understand what that's like.
Don't use your Jeff crap on me.
Maybe you need a little Jeff for a little bit.
You try.
Have you not been doing anything but try to help me for the last year?
Mm-hmm.
Girlfriend or not, it doesn't matter. You have so much love to give. You don't have to give it all to me.
I'd do it all again.
I'm okay now, Tori. I'm okay.
Yeah. You can relax and take care of yourself for a while now. They're so cute. Remember what you were saying to your therapist.
Mm-hmm.
That sometimes you need others as your support, not just Nick. Don't do that. No. Oh, he's going at the speed limit. Looked like he was just decking down the road. I do that sometimes. I know I shouldn't, but I do.
Are you ready to rock? I'll tidy up my life. Set my feet. I'm putting up a fight. That's just me. I don't even care. They pull you left. They pull you right.
Good deal. Hey! Smiles.
I'm sorry I wasn't there before you went on. It's okay. I was okay.
Yep. It's a good practice step. Little teeny baby step. Need more of those little baby steps. I like her shirt. The orange fades into the white.
Orange cream.
Orange cream. Yep.
Like an orange creamsicle.
Yes.
No, give me that. Books are banned.
Books are banned. No, this is not allowed. I read very slowly, but I still read. I do a lot of audio stuff too, but I read. It's just more difficult when you read slow because it's not as smooth and it's easier to kind of lose track of what you're reading and what you've read.
Going to art school in Europe, Paris or Berlin or something.
What? Wow. That's so cool. So are they dating or?
Just go with there's no reason to put a label on it right now. Let them figure their shit out.
I think he was sort of seeing he can have like a relationship that isn't dating from that.
Right. And like I said on Solitaire, I don't think there was anything there. There was a little bit of sparks towards the end, but that was it. Most of the time it was more like awkward friends.
Take mine off. Please. You sure? Yeah.
All these steps. People are moving.
I love you. And you are so fucking hot.
run out of ink. There's so many little reasons for why I want you to write them. I've run out of ink.
I enjoyed that.
Yep. And it didn't end on like a bad note or anything.
I know.
You almost sound disappointed.
I'm so happy about it. No, I'm so happy about it because there were like a lot of those first episodes, they were so tumultuous and they'd like end you on a freaking sad note, rather have a little bit of sadness at the beginning or middle and then end on a happy note. I think that feels better to me. But I do like all these little baby steps that some of them are taking to move to, just to a better place. If you look at the difference between how Nick was on his exam and how Charlie was on his exam, I just think it's nice that he's like in a mentally healthy place. It makes it so much nicer for him and so much better and easier, because when you are not there and you're stressed out and you're worried about yourself or everybody else or whatever, it just makes it much harder to get through something like that. So it was nice to see. And I like that they've intertwined Michael in the story so that we can get a little bit of what's going on with Michael and Victoria without it like overtaking anything. I know there were things that happened towards the ends of Solitaire that were very bad. I'm glad we didn't have to see any of that. It doesn't mean that we won't see any of it next season, but I am liking the way they're doing this. I'm liking the little teeny bits of their story kind of intertwining with the other stories. Because, of course, they're going to be part of that. Victoria and Charlie are both in the same household and they both love each other very much. So her friends, whether they're intimate or not, are going to be a part of that whole situation. Yes. My kid is actually at the end of their school semester, so it's been a tight schedule. They've had a lot of work and they're definitely in need of rest. And like me, they have a hard time getting to sleep and staying asleep, so it's caused a lot of exhaustion for both of us, not being able to get to sleep and staying asleep and stuff like that. And for them, they have to worry about schoolwork on top of not being able to get enough sleep. So the whole thing with the universities, I really hope Nick finds himself a place that he really enjoys being and can get himself to where he's willing to talk to Charlie about it and they can kind of like help each other. Because I honestly feel like that's the best way to go, is when you're both helping each other. You can just get through so much more than if you're trying to hold everything in and do everything for somebody else but not anything for yourself. You got to take care of yourself as well as your loved ones. Sometimes you're in a situation where you need a little help and you need a helping hand to pull yourself up. Sometimes you need to take care of yourself. All right, well, I am looking forward to whenever the next season comes out. This was a good season too. It started out very sad and very challenging to get through, I think. But I like the happy endings. I know some people are like, oh, well, it's too sappy and it's too like
unrealistic.
Yeah, it's too sappy and it's too unrealistic. But sometimes we need this. We need to know that things can be good and happy and healthy sometimes, even when bad shit happens. So I'm glad that they're approaching the difficult issues, but they've also ended it on a happy note, and they've showed that you can have these stressful, challenging situations and still, if you are in a mentally healthy place, you hopefully work through it. And I'm here for it. I'm glad. And that's all I got for you this week. I will see you whenever I see you. Bye. I'll see you when I see you. And remember, if you like this content, please click the thumbs up. And if you want to see more content, click subscribe. Ring that little bell and click all, and you'll get more notifications anytime new content comes out.